Fox Business Alert: forget sucking the energy out of the room. The AI data center boom is sucking the energy out of the electrical grid. Alphabet, Amazon, Meta, Microsoft, they are planning to spend more than $660 billion this year alone to realize their data center ambitions. And those data centers are huge energy gulpers. Well, now energy companies of all kinds are reaching for some of that cash with both fists. Natural gas, nuclear, utility services, renewables, they are all in. The Williams Company, in a bid to meet skyrocketing power needs, is pivoting its strategy with the goal of becoming the dominant energy partner to those hyperscalers. The company delivers roughly a third of the natural gas in the U.S. The stock has gained about 20% year to date and has recently been hitting records. Joining me now, first on Fox Business, is Williams Company CEO Chad Zamarin. Okay, the pivot, and this is a big one. I know you want that business, but you are spending a lot to get that business. What, $7 billion worth of deals?
Yep, that's right, Liz. But, you know, importantly, you say a pivot. I mean, we are one of the nation's most important energy infrastructure companies. We've been building energy infrastructure in America for over 100 years. And so when we think about equipping American companies with the tools that they need to win the next generation of technology and opportunity, you know, that's what we do as a company. And so we're really excited to be bringing these projects and these solutions to hyperscalers.
I guess what we meant was not a pivot, but maybe a degree of change in direction, specifically to commit so much capital to the hyperscaler opportunities here. Tell us about the deals that you have more than $7 billion now working.
Yeah, you know, the challenge we have here in this country is we haven't grown electricity production in 25 years. And you think about this next generation of data center AI technology, as you've said, very energy intensive. And so we've got to figure out how to bring energy to our American companies at a scale that we haven't over the last 25 years. And so what we're focused on is bringing tailored energy solutions to data centers, not burdening the grid, and ensuring that we're not driving up costs for consumers. And so we're leveraging the natural gas footprint that we own and operate today. We're going to build power generation solutions that are co-located with these facilities. We've announced 4 projects, 3 in Ohio, 1 in Utah, that together will deliver almost 2 gigawatts of power for what will be some of our country's most important AI technology data centers. And that's over, as you said, over $7 billion of investment just in those first 4 initial projects.
We've had nuclear guys on, we've got solar people who have come on, and they say theirs is the best solution. Make your case for nat gas.
Yeah, I mean, the first thing I'd say is over the last 10 years, natural gas has been the primary tool that we've used to both decarbonize in the U.S. It's driven down emissions in the power sector, been responsible for 60% of the emissions reductions here in the United States. The other thing that I always point out that's important to know is natural gas is our country's superpower. We have become the world's dominant producer of natural gas. We can produce natural gas in America economically for the energy cost equivalent of 25 cents per gallon gasoline. Like, you can build some amazing economies and some amazing opportunities with 25 cent per gallon gasoline. And so natural gas is by far our fastest, most dispatchable, but also our most affordable energy solution here in the United States. And so that's why we think it's a really important tool for us to be able to bring to American companies so we can build the industries and technologies of the future.
The White House seems to think you are incredibly important, especially when it comes to that Constitution pipeline. You guys actually came up during the White House press briefing. Here's what Caroline Leavitt said.
Called on blue state governors to participate in this energy dominance agenda, including governors in New England and the Northeast, by contacting Governor Hochul directly to get this Constitution pipeline underway. This is not only going to bring down the cost of energy in the Northeast, it's also going to support job growth and energy affordability and more opportunity for workers in the Northeast.
Explain how, if the data centers are using so much, let's just say natural gas, to power their data centers, that prices would go down for the average consumer.
Yeah, important to note, this is not a natural gas supply issue in our country. It is an infrastructure issue. And, you know, what's important to understand is 20% of the population lives in New England and New York. And this year, they'll see about 2% of economic investment in our country. And that's in very large part because of an inability to access low-cost energy supplies. During the recent winter storm, we saw natural gas prices approach $200 per MMBTU in New England. Those prices were $5 in Northeast Pennsylvania, and we actually had 3 trillion cubic feet of natural gas stored and ready to be dispatched. That's weeks of energy supply. It was the world's largest battery charged up and ready to deliver energy, but because we don't have infrastructure like the Constitution pipeline, we couldn't deliver that energy to the New England markets, so they turned to burning trash, burning oil, importing LNG from Trinidad, instead of us piping very low-cost supplies that are available and ready to be delivered. That would significantly reduce consumer prices for natural gas and energy in New England and New York.
Well, back to this hyperscaler opportunity for you guys. So you're spending $7+ billion. I would imagine you plan to spend more. We always encourage our viewers, look at the company balance sheet. And so when we do look at your company balance sheet, you have $63 million in total cash, and total debt is about $29.3 billion. Please just explain to them how it is that you are able to spend $7 billion, and in what form does that take? Because it does matter to viewers who are watching to see if there's any dilution, if you issue stock, et cetera.
Yeah, no, this is, I think, really important to understand about our company. We've just capped an incredible 5-year growth period for the company. The balance sheet is as strong as it's ever been. We delivered $7.75 billion of adjusted EBITDA in 2025. We're guiding to $8.2 billion of adjusted EBITDA in 2026. We've actually announced that we expect, we posted a 9% adjusted EBITDA growth, compound annual growth rate over the last 5 years, 14% compound annual growth rate for earnings per share. We are not diluting shareholders. We are growing equity value for our shareholders. And we announced that we expect to do better than that over the next 5 years. So we are very focused on investing capital at attractive returns, generating shareholder value, and importantly, doing that without having to issue equity, and importantly, increasing the equity value for our shareholders.
Well, investors like it. The stock is very close to a high here, and we're continuing to follow this story. It is so huge and at the forefront of what many of our investors are looking at as far as the AI build-out is concerned. Chad, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me, Liz.
And Chad, if you're not busy tonight, make sure to watch tonight's in-depth special, Re-Energizing America. Jackie DeAngelis is hosting it. It airs tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, only on Fox Business.